Hello class, my name is Alejandro Garcia and my presentation will be on Eminem. I will be talking slightly about his background, but mostly about his career between the years 2000 to 2003 and highlighting some of the major points that he had during that time. Eminem was born Marshall Bruce Mathers III. Eminem grew up in Detroit, Michigan in an area known as 8 Mile, the trailer park kind of area, a really poor area. It was not the place to be at. He first met Dr. Dre back in 1997, which would be a big part of his career, and building that relationship would do a lot for him. Eminem started rapping early on. Eminem had his first debut album, Infinite, back in 1996. Through his preferred music style and the music he was making, he was put in the category and genre of gangster rap, such as in hip hop. As I mentioned before, Dr. Dre, he became a prodigy of his, and Dr. Dre helped him make a name for himself in the rap game. Through his music, he had made an alter ego called Slim Shady. This alter ego is very sadistic, violent. It's a persona he took on when he was rapping, and something that helped him just be more comfortable if he took a different persona out on stage. Eminem initially started making a name for himself as a rapper, rapping in underground rap battles back in 8 Mile in Michigan, Detroit, where he was from. At the time, he would go by the name Rabbit, to his friends would call him, as well as his opponents, to try to provoke something out of him, or as a hitting line in one of the rap battles. An attribute that he is mostly known for is his speed when reciting lyrics. He has a lot of little gimmicks and playful things he likes to do when he's rapping. This is especially one of them, where he just starts reciting the lyrics extremely quickly. If you listen to any of his songs, you would know that when you try to sing along, that it's really hard to keep up with him. Another attribute in his ruthlessness when in battle or arguing with somebody online, altercation, going at each other. We saw this with his ex-girlfriend Mariah Carey, where he made a song and he said some really crazy things in that one, as well as with MGK when they were going off on each other and he basically ended his career. His rhyming is off the charts with creativity, putting words together that people wouldn't even think of putting together. We saw this develop throughout his career as he spent countless nights studying the dictionary, just trying to come up with words to put together. Eminem was by no means flashy or bold in his outfit choices. He was wearing what was popular at the time, baggy clothing, got a do-rag on his head, sports attire as you can see in the picture with the Jumpman logo, comfy. Is very representative of the early 2000s. This is what he was wearing. As mentioned before, he was in gangster rap and hip hop genre, which is a predominantly black industry. So he was making a name for himself and for other white rappers, and basically became the face for white rappers. He was in the second wave of gangster rap when they were rapping about misogyny and belittling women down to their physical attributes, but Eminem was mostly rapping about his own personal upbringing and the hardships he faced back in 8 Mile. By the time he had made shady records and expanded his palette as a rapper, songwriter, and record producer. Around the peak of his career, Eminem did a lot of what other rappers weren't doing, and he made a movie called 8 Mile and starred himself. It was basically a documentary of his upbringing, but without all the interviews in between, and he played it out instead. The film featured Academy Award-winning Best Original Song, Lose Yourself. This was all around the height of his career and pushed it to even further scales. Eminem's song process at the time was using snappy beats for his music, but it was the way that he was able to play with the beat that made him stand out. followed by his lyrics on top. It was what the people enjoyed from him at the time, but as well distinguished him from other rappers. Eminem is now another tale of somebody making it from rags to riches through the form of popular media. Very well deserved though, through his bright talent and hard work in the rap game, he is now recognized as one of the best rappers of all time and in the Hall of Fame for that. Thank you for listening to my presentation. That is all.